year of Jacob's trouble.
Crash. You hear people talking about the AI bubble and all that. You know, and people overhyping AI.
Yep.
You know, so that could be a thing. Remember, Esau. He's all about deception too.
Yeah.
So he could have hyped the AI thing up just to pull the plug on the shit, but still use it. You know, for certain things.
Yeah.
You know, like surveillance. Surveillance. That's like the main thing. And you know, find frauds with fraud detection in surveillance.
Yeah, but at my job we have this camera, man. This shit is Esau got tech that's far above what these people can comprehend, man. This shit look for blocks and can zoom in on your face like the movie Eagle Eye. You know? The average company, 400 company, tower building, they got that technology. They can see you from 4 to 7 blocks away. You know, zoom in on your face, see what type of clothes you're wearing, your facial features, all that shit, biometrics, all that shit, man.
Collecting all that.
Can detect to see if you have any type of weapon on you. You know.
Look at the MetaQuest glasses, man. They're freaking just regular ass fucking glasses, man. No bigger than fucking my glasses right now that can do all kinds of different functions and things like that. Record audio, like, you know, that shit pops up on the fucking screen, you don't even fucking know it on these glasses.
That's the one. Yeah, that's another one. Esau. He puts a lot of technology out there, but not all of it might stick. So he's trying different ideas to try to get us sedated and get us into their program, or just get us like indoctrinated. You know. And so you gotta try different things. You got the AI, got the virtual reality. So you gotta keep putting stuff out to see what's gonna stick.
People too. Yeah. So the more that the society or populace is inundated with all this tech, you know, and some of it is planned to fail. They like you said, they're like it's like trial runs. They're basically beta testing this fucking technology
with the populace
in different forms. Because a lot of this technology is old anyway. Before it sees the light of day, they do all the real, tests and stuff like that.
30 years ago.
But then they got to do human trials. Or they got to test it on the masses.
It's like that term.
But it's all really beta trials. That's why, even with these damn cell phones, they got y'all in a trick bag. Why is it that every year a new goddamn cell phone got to come out, bro? And what really changes? The camera? Well, what really changes?
Charging port?
Yeah. How long the battery lasts? That's all basic shit should have been done 20 years ago.
It's like that.
All the features they add is shit that should have been added already years ago, but they keep playing with your minds. So what do they charge you for all that crap?
Yeah, subscription based. That's what they're trying to get everybody.
Right.
You
own nothing and be happy.
You are on a subscription if you keep upgrading your phone.
That's what it is.
In fact, though, it's a subscription.
Well,
it's pay per year or pay per 2 years.
For that?
2 year subscription.
There really isn't anything as a contract no more, but there is. It's just it's a silent contract. Because once that phone, let's say you get into a deal for 2 years. You can trade it in early and upgrade for a reduced price. So that's like a silent contract they're trying to lock you into. They're playing on your psyche. Well, if I hand my phone in, because in 2 years, a lot of times some phones are going to stop working anyways by design.
You get tired of it mentally.
Right.
You want a new phone. They're conditioned to get a new phone. Mentally.
That's contention. That's a play on your psyche.
And they create bugs to slow your phone down.
Storage always getting full. Storage always.
But that's another angle.
I gotta get this app. Then it start growing and growing and growing. Oh shit! I might as well get a new phone.
You gotta get a new phone.
I just factory reset the shit.
Upgraded
but then
storage.
Or the iOS system is no longer functional. It's obsolete now. Right. People are holding on to like Windows 7 for fucking years, man. Years after Windows 10 came out and all that.
Windows 7.
Yeah, they had to put a stop to that.
And then like, listen, y'all, we're not supporting this shit no more. All right, y'all have to fucking upgrade.
Nobody
Windows 7 was like the best operating system.
That was a major thing. There was a lot of people that did not want to upgrade to that.
Windows 7.
Yeah, to that XP bull.
But that's how they got people to fucking finally change. Like, listen, man, it's obsolete. You can't. It's no longer functional.
Hey, that's what they doing with cash.
They
making cash obsolete. They already announced they're not printing no goddamn more pennies. And they had already programmed y'all, Salaki, brother. They had already programmed people during the scandemic. If you don't have exact change, you ain't getting nothing back. So you better pay with that damn credit card. Or mobile payment. Go ahead.
Sorry, they say they also charge you to kill you. All this damn radiation. They fucking assassinating us, man. They turn around, this fucking people getting sick. The fucking they got everything wireless.
The towers.
Yeah, the towers.
Electromagnetic field.
Yeah, they put a lot of those different 5G towers. I've seen one. They rent out spaces, right? It's on top of one of them, you know, Home Ave and X Factory. They got it on top of the building, the apartment building. Yeah. This is all outfitted. So you got pre-existing structures which they're repurposed.
Well, you got to create a grid. You got to create a grid.
Right. See?
A cell. So, and the 5G got to be closer to the environment, closer down. You can't have the 5G like the 4G towers and all that. You got to be closer to our. They have one over there. No, this foregoing. Yeah, you got to be closer to the ground. The 5G. So.
Fiber optic.
Yeah, again, it's not for so you can be I can download a gig in 2 minutes. No, it's so you can be you can be closer to the network. Yeah. So you can be eventually plugged into the network.
Right.
It's not just for our convenience.
And it's so advanced now. That you don't even have to be connected to any of these networks. If these local networks detect or almost like ping the phone, they know you've been in that area. You don't need to hook up to no goddamn network anymore.
With the no Kings protest. They knew that you were in the area because they had vans. They said they made it public. They had vans that it was a false tower, basically. That they can tell who's in the area because it will divert all traffic to that van.
And remember, they were doing those president emergency alert tests on everybody's phones too the previous year, and then they went ahead and they forced everybody to have that contact tracing installed in the phone. You didn't have a choice about that either.
Yeah. For like 2 months you could deny it, and then all of a sudden it's automatically in your fucking phone.
Right, like you would literally turn it off. Brothers were still getting alerts that you've been in an area where that 19 was detected. So they showing you, we watching you, you know. But we already know you.
If you took that jibby jab, and stuff. With these new towers, 6G, they said they be able to turn on whatever the fuck they have in you. So like I said, not only that the 5G is getting closer from being above, it's getting closer to the ground area too. Because they want to control the minds of the people. Because that charagma is not just going to be something that they just pick in you, and it's going to be by itself, as the scriptures say, but it's going to use to control the masses, man. Frequencies control everything, man.
Yeah, it's an Outer Limits episode called The Grid, all right, from the 90s, that series.
Yeah, watch it.
And basically it was the AI controlling the people in the town, all right? And the towers kept going up, Like, what are these towers? The towers was getting their signal from the AI headquarters, and the AI was basically controlling everybody through the frequency.
Yeah, like the Kingsman movie.
Yeah. Well, you see, they keep remaking the same movie over and over again. It's not no damn new movies. They keep remaking the shit. Yeah. Either from the 60s to 50s to 40s, 70s, and they keep remaking it with a different storyline.
Newer technology, newer CGI, or newer. Just the visuals.
Like Avatar's not new. They keep that came from something else.
Yep. So I'm gonna go back to the Revelation 13:11, right? Going into Dracon, right? Which it goes a fabulous kind of serpent, which obviously the serpent dealing with a sly and cunning man.
Right. As a matter of fact, the dragon is also symbolically representative of wisdom, but on the left hand. Yeah. Right? Scriptures talk about be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. So serpent is also representative of wisdom. Their wisdom, though, comes from the left hand.
Yep. Keen sight, being able to see,
Yeah.
Well, even in ancient, in the eastern world, when you go into the dragon, there's always a wise, but a wise animal. Like Mulan, she's supposed to be like a wise person. A dragon's supposed to be like a wise, feared, revered animal. Yep. But they also dibble and dabble into magic.
Yeah, you got to be able to see. Yeah. To get the wisdom, you got to be able to see. That's how dragons have big ass eyes. Yeah. They be able to see. They see everywhere. You get wisdom through your sight.
Third eye, and all that. Yeah, so it say, fabulous kind of serpent, perhaps as supposed to fascinate. Right. And when you go into fascinate, it means to bewitch or enchant. Yeah. Right?
Yep. So this society enchants the people. But also, like I said, he comes down with great wrath because he is that serpent. A serpent is a cruel animal, so he comes with those soft words like the lamb with 2 horns. But then he stabs you behind the back. Matter of fact, we got the scripture of the words of oil. I got it, smooth and butter. 55. Because this devil, he'll butter you up. But scripture tell you never trust thine enemy.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
That's right.
His words were softer than oil, yet were drawn swords.
Yeah, because oil and butter, they're supposed to give nourishment to you. They're supposed to be soft. So the things he's saying is supposed to make you feel good, supposed to do good unto you. But what? War was in his heart. To do harm to you was his real intention. So this devil, no matter what he has for the people, AI systems, different AI jobs, you got now there's a thing online where AI is paying people to do shit it can't physically do. And shit, all these things is not for your betterment, man. It's for your detriment. And our people are giving into the philosophy, being bewitched by this devil, man. That's why our people don't have no problem. They won't have no problem when the time comes when the RFID chip or the Neuralink, which is the mark of the beast, is going to be implemented. Yeah. You know, they're going to see it as a way out, as a gift. You know,
well, like I said, that's the problem with Esau being in power, right? It says the wicked are in power. You know, when the wicked are in power, the people mourn. When the righteous are in people, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. The wicked are in power right now, so every little bit of technology right now that's being used is being used to evil. It's being used to your downfall. So like, you would think that some of this technology that's being used would be used for its good, but it's not. There was a little freaking stupid meme I seen. It's a common meme. I think it's from Star Wars where it's a guy and girl talking like that. And she's like, hey, we're doing this for this, right? And he just gives her that look, and then it goes back to the girl, and you know what I mean? I'm talking about there was an AI thing, and the girl was like, hey, so we're using AI for cancer development and everything, right? And it goes back to the image of the dude, it goes back to the image of the girl, and it shows like a widespread picture of her like breasts, like not exposed, but just like big ass breasts, basically showing that like the technology is being used for like fucking folly. It's not even really used for anything like beneficial, But yeah, so like it just goes to show you, man, like that's just like a low level thing. But like this technology that Esau is using, like AI, like ChatGPT, although it could be used for good, Esau's in authority right now. Esau's in power, so the whole realm of things is just for wickedness and to further enslavement and for further entrapment, right? We already know that the things that AI can do and how much exceedingly better it's getting at, incorporating people's faces and the words they're speaking. One thing about AI right now, and I think this is specifically, I think they're trying to make it seem like it's like easy to detect. I think that they obviously have AI that's way more undetectable where you can't tell. Like, AI, you can tell a lot of times with AI because it's a little bit glossier, right? AI doesn't get things right all the time, like hands or mouth movement. But that's just what the everyday AI that people are using. That's not like government, what the government AI got or the facial recognition that the government that is using, They
just got the one called C-Dance that just came out.
Which is funny because it's talking about the Minority Report, those three fucking things in the damn pool was basically like AI, basically that's what that is. It's just, like a very enhanced, a life form that was able to use predictive, measures of how do you say, statistics basically, that this person's probably going to kill this person based upon, what the interaction that's happening,
Right, and wait,
or there was a merger of transhuman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Didn't that end up being the plot twist was he was never really going to actually do it? They lied because they had a hit out on him.
I think so. Yeah.
He was set up.
Magneto set him up.
Yeah.
The sodomite that played Magneto.
Yeah.
The original Magneto.
Which proves that technology, even in that movie, was disingenuous.
Yep.
Now, when you go into that term, artificial, it literally means insincerity.
Yep. Which it's like. Not to cut your point off, but if you go in every single AI movie you see with robots taking over, they always get their own sense of intelligence where they feel like what they know is right, and then they basically take on whatever they want to do, right? You have an Eagle Eye, right? You had the movie Upgrade, right? That movie, the whole STEM, that movie STEM, that he started to say the AI was like, listen, this is where we're going. This is how I want things to be done,
What's the other movie where it was the computer that drew him there to the left? It was a Netflix, or is it the AI was actually controlling the dude?
Upgrade?
Was it Upgrade?
It was called STEM.
Yeah, because once he had the Upgrade, and then STEM was basically because then I think he plugged himself up to a network so that STEM could basically take over all the world's technology and shit like that, and that way he had further control over everything.
Well, that's what he saw at once. I don't know if he's gonna get there, but that's his plans.
Yep.
Then going into that verse we went to earlier, we need Yahweh Hashem Nashah to disappoint him. So we can't trust this damn devil. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, when you have iron in it and it rusts, it's through. Even though you got some people that try to remineralize and try to, it's gonna fuck. It's bad, bro. You gotta throw that shit away.
No, you got a lot of Jakes, you know, Judah mainly. Foundation of Black Americans, so-called. That's on the right now, you know, that's talking all this shit about, you know.
Oh yeah, the calling
like the Officer Tatum's and
you know,
calling
Benjamin, Levi and them tethers and shit. You know.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of Judites, that American Judites that are on the right now, they're politically on the right. They think that's what's going to save them. So they've been, been on the Democratic Party for a long time, and now it's okay. Now they ain't do nothing for us. Let's go to the Republican side. It's the same. It's a damn trap. You know, it's not, you go into one plantation to the next plantation.
And that's reminiscent of the precept that we just read in the book of Revelation. Those two horns, right? But the dragon is at work. The serpent is at work.
He's gonna come down with great wrath.
And he's gonna come down with that great wrath.
You a so-called Negro Latino.
You're not more intelligent because you're on the right now. Because you're just as fucking stupid. All right? You're probably stupider.
I'm saying, you probably more.
You're not intelligent because now you're on the right. Now you're a Republican. Now you're more conservative. Now you see things like that. You niggas are still just as fucking dumb as you was when you were fucking Democrats. You know?
He got a little more money. Now he's acting more funny towards his people, really. PPA. You know? And you rolling with the serpent. Right?
Well, he's rolling with the serpent before. But now he just went to a different side. Different side of the serpent's head. Or the goat head.
First you're on the back, now you're on the belly of the serpent. You know? You're still on the serpent.
The goat head. Somebody pull a picture of the Baphomet. He's on the right. He's on the left side. Now he's on the right side.
The horn.
You know, that's the thing, man.
Can we read that scripture?
Which one?
About two horns as a lamb?
Yep. Yeah, I
Revelation.
If you want to hear it again.
Yeah, I got a precept for the brother that mentioned the witchcraft. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft.
This is the mistress of witchcraft,
which means master.
You
know, it's female.
Because it's always never the guy.
The daughter of Babylon, man. So she's been endoused and trained in witchcraft, man. You think these elites, they just got into it? No, this is centuries, eons of passed down, occult knowledge.
Get it from
well-favored. Because you gotta remember, this with the left hand and the right hand. The right hand is for the Israelites. The left hand, them demons and spirits, Satan. All right, that's for the Edomites, man. So they've been favored because you had the Hamites go and do all these rituals and all this stuff, and that's where Esau got it from. You know, Ham, and Ham kept it from the old way back in the time of Noah. Okay. You know, those ancient ways, they all done these rituals, but Esau, Edom has perfected it. Really, is because it was for him at the end, man.
Right, and it's going into the influence because this place is desired by many. That's why people still want to come here, right? These other nations, they idolize this place. Remember, there were other people, or there are people in other countries hoping that this guy would get elected into office. Well-favored, well-favored harlots.
Had somebody call from Pakistan and say,
that's the power, right? That's the power of their witchcraft. That's the power and influence that they have over the world. And a lot of the trends that these people pick up really come from the West. They come from the West.
I hope Trump get elected.
Right?
I hope Trump get elected.
Economic trends, right? Etc. They got their World Economic Forum. They got their summits. Who's really behind all of the pushing of these trends? Technological trends, social trends, etc.
Everybody's following him. Look at Japan and China. Even though they're leading in technology, who are they influenced by? They're influenced by the West. You know?
The well-favored harlot.
You know? So like I said, to the spirit, like you're saying in that scripture, that's true. 100%. You know? Could you read that one more time, brother?
Yeah, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
It's a well-favored harlot
too. But
you know,
you can't take that out.
It says the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
I don't think we got through it though. But
and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah, the sell of nations. These the well-favored harlot.
And I'll read it in the NLT too.
And these nations come and bow down to this man. willing to. You got people in different countries willing to sell out to get the perks that America has, man. You know, the military bases. If they're a smaller country, they're like, come and set up over here so we can have whatever technology because we're in a primitive state right now.
It's better for you. It's got less ingredients. But you continue to consume that shit each and every day, it's gonna mess with your mind, it's gonna mess with your body, it's gonna clog your goddamn arteries just the same.
Yep. Plus you're paying to a corporation that still sells bullshit in the fucking West anyways, you know? So you go
it's called fast food for a reason, as they say.
Yeah, I think in Kuwait there's like all that shit too, like, you know, Taco Bells, all that stuff, you know.
Pops told about that. He said,
certain countries do have like laws that you can't import certain types of ingredients.
Right.
I know European Union has certain type of ingredients.
Right.
They don't use the high fructose corn syrup.
It's supposed to be.
MSG.
Yeah. Like I said, it's supposed to be better ingredients, but the corporation itself, McDonald's corporation and the taco, it's still a wicked ass corporation that you're still funneling money to, so they can just feed the fucking the poison to the West. So
they're gonna get them somewhere.
It's the Western image.
They don't get you in the food, they get you in a doctrine. They don't get you in a doctrine.
And we already know the
politics.
Food, look, the food is an industry and it's worldwide.
Yeah.
And it's already been admitted that quality is not based upon the ingredients in it, but by its shelf life. So then people are getting poisoned too.
Right.
It's all about the shelf life. Most of this shit is supposed to have a genuine expiration.
It's at different degrees of poison.
That's it.
So
That's it.
You may experience the effects in a year, or you may experience the effects in 10 years, and then you're not even gonna know where it's coming from anyway.
Right.
That's why you can't sue them.
Right.
Because like for autism and like the injections you get when you're a baby, the hospitals shoot your baby up with drugs. But then they end up getting autism or another disease years down the line, but you can't prove that that's the thing that actually hurt you.
Right,
Whether it was an injection or was it the food.
Yeah, your cancer cells develop and break down, and you get some sort of level for cancer. Well, there's no,
they'll say there's no conclusive evidence that suggests that it came from this source.
Right. Exactly.
But mind you, nobody was having these complications before this was introduced.
Industries and these chemicals and dyes, and these processes, and you put to make the increase the shelf life.
Right.
Yeah. You get whole milk. You go to certain places in Europe and get whole milk, but that's not heated. Yeah, pasteurized. And I think somewhere in the Amish and the Mennonites, I believe they sell that too. So I don't know how they get away with it.
It's raw.
They got rights.
You got other rights.
They got rights.
It's called raw milk.
What's that? U.S. codes and such.
But that's why a lot of times they get messed up. They come on in there. There was story after story about them farmers in Pennsylvania, right? Getting their shit seized, having to pay fines, not being able to sell their goods because they're saying you're bypassing,
FDA stuff.
Which the people up there don't want. That's the thing. They don't want that stuff. They'd rather take the risk with the whole pure food than have it being regulated and they don't know what's in it.
Yeah, they still be plowing with oxen and horses and shit. Yeah. I see me seeing women on that jump.
Yeah, I'm buggy.
Plowing, breaking the ground up with the plow.
Yeah. Hey man, it's been an interesting couple of years because at the same time they're seizing property and all of that from them farmers. All those meat packaging plants was burning up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Beef and poultry.
Yeah. Eggs, all that shit. They was all them chickens was dying.
Yeah, there's a theory about if it's the and there could be an injected theory too about the amount of remember Esau's a master deceiver. Right. Like the reducing amount of that's packaging places and beef and chicken production. So there should be a certain percentage of produce produced and beef produced based upon the amount of production. And they're saying, well, because if production is down, how are they still producing the same amount of beef? Again, that could be all injected too to make us think that something else is going on that's not. But we know Esau's fucking the food up either way. Because Esau is a master deceiver.
That work.
Keep the energy high, level high, the activity high, the energy high.
I gotta make it. Why look, this industry is fucking wicked. Anybody talking about they want to make it, they gotta be a damn demon.
Yeah, it'd be like
wait tables and then I got an interview with this guy.
They show us a bunch of shots. They show the skyline, a bunch of shots. Then they show Jake on the corner fucking break dancing and shit. I'm like, them heathen be like, oh shit.
Yeah, but see, the rest of the world is looking at America in a different way because a lot of people are going into the parts that they don't want to talk about. The homelessness, the drugs, right? Yeah, affordability. So all of this place has been exposed. It's like, damn, people like America's like a fucking third world country. That's not what we, know it to be.
Well, it says that
it's like it's been like this. It's only just progressively getting worse with the tent cities and people living under bridges. And
that's what people were gonna cut.
You got zombie land here in Philly, Skid Row out in LA.
Oh yeah. Somebody just smoking crack on that.
Right?
Now.
Damn.
Like the brothers always says, it's basically a damn live stream every day going on. Multiple people filming it. It's become basically an attraction itself.
It's its own attraction.
You talk about that laughing stock in Nahum as well too.
That's what I said in Isaiah 13 that it said that people are going to leave to go back to their own countries, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, guess what? That word of mouth is like, man, you don't fucking want to go to America, man.
Right.
You might as well just stay here or go to this other country. Don't go to America.
Yeah. My Issachar right neighbor, he said because the electric bill, all the electricity bill, all these utilities gone up. I pulled us. I said, yo, how much do you pay this month, man? 'Cause I'm like, mine was crazy. He said, yeah, I paid like well over $400. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. He goes, I was talking to my wife. I said, we should go back to Mexico. He said, we could have a place this big and bigger for 4,000 pesos, $230 a month.
Damn, see?
You ain't going to, because the thing of it is, it might be cheaper, but you're not going back to Mexico.
Make more money here.
Let's make you.
That's why you come here and make as much money, and then you go. Once you got a big nest egg, then you go back to
Right. Go to the house.
Well, that's when they got you hooked.
Liberia,
because then you think about going back home, but you know you ain't gonna fucking make the money.
Exactly.
So now you hooked in staying in America, man.
Right.
Try to save up. Maybe I can retire and go back. And guess what? The Lord go destroy this bitch before you retire.
And that's the problem is you don't ever get a chance to build a nest egg because fucking this place be robbing you blind. Like brother said, man, with the fucking bill that big, you don't ever get a chance to put the money in the side to go back. You
got to cheat. I mean, that's the only way. You got to cheat and find a way. And very few people are able to do that.
Right.
You got to find a way. You got to network, and it's very difficult.
You got the
fucking
mortgage,
cheat.
Right.
taxes,
Yep.
you got your rent. That's 3 bills. Healthcare. You ain't getting no nest egg.
Don't have a kid by a crazy mom because now you got fucking child support.
Then don't get caught.
He robbed,
You got
stole,
to
and
do all
cheat.
that and don't get caught.
Because he designed that system. So he's able to use the playbook, and get away with it. That's why the scriptures say you get money to put it in a bag full of holes.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's always in your pockets. Let me finish this. It says all this because Nineveh, America, the beautiful and faithless city, this place is faithless. That's why they talking about the Einstein files, this and that, and they still can't figure out that this man is biblically Edom and the wicked in the Bible that the scriptures talk about.
Mind you, they're saying this is a biblical proportions. Then read your fucking Bible, man. If you're saying this has to be ancient, biblical, then why are you reading your fucking Bible if it's ancient and biblical, man?
Something that haven't been seen since the biblical times.
What the fuck are you talking? Like these people are
stupid.
They unholy.
First of all, what we're seeing now was very common and popular in Rome.
Yeah.
Okay? It was very popular in Rome, especially among the politicians, the elites. That's what they would do. They would have orgies, pedestry, right? They'd be into young boys. That's not uncommon.
Give me Nero, the party, all the Jews, all Judah had to leave Rome.
Okay, brothers already talked about this. A lot of that goes back to what you call sex magic.
Yeah.
Okay, and they got it from the Canaanites, the Hamites. All right? Sodom and Gomorrah was known for all of their foul, abominable behaviors. Remember, the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. It's just that now this place, America, it's very overt. It says they declare their sin as Sodom and they hide it not. So it's very overt. It's very in your face, right? It's more out in the open, especially as of late.
Look at Scooter, that rapper. From he's showing nothing but he's just straight up witchcraft, dealing with the Apollo and all the Santa Maria and such. And he just a gangster, basically from Kensington and such, dude then getting used by the record industry to influence Jake to get into witchcraft openly.
Right.
Go back to praying to your Ricans, your ancestors and all that.
Shit,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, getting into some old African gods and shit. They said Esau He set up these people to have our people go lost so we can be in perpetual servants to him.
Yeah.
You know, because he knows he's the accuser of our brethren, man.
Well, it says that he has basically separated us from. Let us forget the name of Israel.
Yeah.
Let's put it out of. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. That's part of it. That's exactly. They use their witchcraft to continue to cut us off from being a nation. Right? Because their methodology, their mindset is, if they could turn Israel from their power, then there's nobody for the Most High through His Son to come back to deliver. Yep. That's his actual mindset. Okay? That's why he's, going hard, attacking us on a daily. It says that our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against what? Spirits and principalities, right? They tap into that left-hand side heavy, and them demons are giving them direction. You know?
That's like, just to say the spirit, we're favored on the right-hand side.
Right.
And on the left-hand side.
We want to make it, man.
Yeah.
Shit. The brother, you said it earlier, they killing us on every side. Brothers just recently posted in the chat, like, the mission flour tortillas got a certain ingredient that is used by the rubber industry as a fire retardant.
That's crazy.
You know? Not to mention the different microplastics that we constantly are consuming, the different micro traces of pharmaceutical drugs and other things in the water, the barium oxide, aluminum that they spray in the air, chemtrails. We are a miracle.
Yeah.
We are literally a prime example that there is a power, a living power.
That's right.
Because we would be like the rest of the world if it wasn't for the mercy and grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says that if the time would not be shortened, no flesh shall be saved. All right, let me get through this. It says, the faithless city, mistress of deadly charms, enticed the nations with her beauty.
Deadly charms, because like I said, the lure, like you're saying, is beautiful, but it leads you in, and it's like a knife in your stomach after you give somebody a hug, man. It's alluring, it's beautiful, but behind it is nothing but death, man. People come to this country thinking they're gonna make all this money, send it back home, only to become a slave, man. You know, they're depressed. Now you from fucking Saudi Arabia. You come over here and you have a great, clear mental mind. 3 years in, you're fucking fat, on antidepressants and shit. Trying to take you out. I literally talked to a Jake.
Yeah, it's only a certain percentage.
It was an Uber driver. He was obviously from Jamaica, one of the islands and shit. He's like, look, brother, I just had to turn to he said Christ and shit, because every day I wake up and I'm like, Lord, just please take me. And this is Jake, man. Yeah. So how much more of these weaker heathen, man, like, you know, mentally, people are wanting to take themselves out, you know, but because they got bills, got family, this, that, and there, they ain't doing it. So they just suffer with the things in America, man. You know, it looked nice. Because Benjamin at one point was thinking like America's roads were paved with fucking gold and shit. You know? But you come to find out that it's not. And this place is nothing but a hellhole, but you still got to stay here because you got family. You don't want to die. You don't want to off yourself because like, you're thinking, oh, what about my children? Bro, this place is nothing but hell, man.
Let me say, this is why the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah is on us, because we got a point to prove now. We got something. We got leverage. Yep. And that's the truth. Yep. And everybody's looking at us. Oh, they remember your brothers go back. The elder brothers go back when 2007, 2005, 8, 9, 10. When they used to say, you out there with these garments on, with your mother's curtains. 2026, point proven. Okay? We out here, and what's happened? Everything we spoke of, everything we was taught, and we was taught by our teachers, man. Don't renounce what you was taught. Stand firm in this thing. You know?
They're saying the conspiracy theorists, which they labeled us as, are damn, them tinfoil hat dudes, them dudes on the street was right. Yes, we've been right the whole time because it's the spirit of the Lord that was on us, man. It's nothing of our own thing. It's the Lord, man. Yes, we know we're right. And it's going to be the biggest I told you so in history when all these things come to pass, man. You don't want to take heed to it like we started earlier. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American, it's going to be I told you so. And we take the fucking charagma and the nuclear missiles come, the Lord going to have all these things flash into your mind. You know, that what the men of the Lord told you, don't take the RFID chip. All right, don't take that Neuralink. turn to the Lord, you'll be able to eat. You wonder why you fucking starving. You wonder why ICE is coming down and taking your children. Taking your children. Shit, we just talked about in Camden.
In these detention,
detention centers. Wondering why your mom's been missing for 6 fucking months. You haven't heard from her. All these things. Your daughter, you can't get her back from the detention center, and they don't know where she's at. They deported her from Idaho all the way to fucking Texas.
Yeah. Yep, and every single one of them worship this guy.
Yeah, says
that's exactly it. They don't have no hedge.
That's right. Worship this guy. And if they were to walk past us, they would frown upon his image. And if I put this up, they were like, oh. They were like, they would say this is a false image.
Yeah, you put this image up, everyone's gonna say, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter his color. You put this image up, it's why do you have horns on Jesus? That's a little spiritual. That's a whole what's it called?
Stronghold, man.
Not a stronghold, but
let's say we shall laugh at their calamity in Proverbs 1st chapter, I think.
Yeah,
Proverbs 1.
So mock when their fear comes.
We shall laugh when and this is part of
Lord said what in evil is going to come upon them, that they should not be escaped. Though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So they're going to say, because you heard it on that one video with them in Camden, they're saying cardio ice and stuff, Ios Mio, Santa Maria, the Hindu goddess Shiva, whoever the fuck they believe in, all right? They're going to call upon the gods that they've chosen, and the Lord said, they're not going to save them at all in the time of the trouble. Matter of fact, keep grab there real fast. Jeremiah 11:11.
It's their God. So they need to call on Jesus Christ to get their ass out of damn ice, the alligator city or something like that in Florida.
Yeah, Jeremiah 11:11.
Call on this judgment Borgia.
Because this
will come down from heaven.
This God that you worship is not going to save you at all in the time of trouble. Not one bit. You got
all this, they will not turn from their wickedness, right?
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus say the Lord Yahweh Shah, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they have not been able to escape.
They won't be able to escape it. So all the death and destruction the Lord gonna bring, because you worshiping these all other false gods. Guess what? You're not gonna be able to escape the trouble, man. Keep reading.
Yep. It says I will bring evil upon them, which they should not be able to escape.
That's right.
And though they shall cry unto me,
or however they may know to cry unto whatever god, Ios Mio, Santa Maria, the Hindu goddess Shiva, whoever the fuck they worship, man. Okay, it don't matter. You got in Philadelphia they pray to Allah. They go cry upon the gods that they have chosen, but they're not going to save them. Keep reading.
Yeah. Somebody should get Psalms.
Psalms 96.
Yeah.
And though they cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Keep reading.
Then shall the city of Judah be inhabited, and Jerusalem go and cry unto gods unto whom they offer incense.
That's right. So all 12 tribes, they're gonna cry unto the gods that they offer incense, man. But what's gonna happen unto them, bro?
That's right. But they should not save them.
That's right.
At all. In the time of their trouble.
So guess what? Jesus fucking Christ, man, ain't gonna fucking save you, man.
What it say? Levi and Simeon, instruments of cruelty.
Oh, it shall be
in their midst.
Yeah. So that witchcraft that you doing, that damn voodoo, what's the other one? The Baharia, Santa Maria, all that bullshit. That's not gonna save you in the time of trouble, man. You'll be able to do your little witchcraft and little magic here and get some type of gratification, but the Lord will shut all that shit down, man.
Yeah, that M16 rifle butt to the face is not this guy ain't gonna help you from that.
And that's if they lucky. That's if they blow your fucking brains out, man.
That's mainly John. But if they had a cannon pointed at you, then you're done.
Yeah.
Well, they got zip ties and handcuffs. And transportation to.
Throw you one of them train carts and shit. Take you to a whole nother state. Across the country,
right?
Not having you be able to eat, drink, put you in a concentration camp, shitting in unsanitary areas, man.
They got these women in diapers.
Because they gotta have their periods too, right?
And they don't have
tampons and
pretty much all them different feminine hygiene products and such, right?
Again, all types of infections and shit. Because a woman, if she don't clean herself properly, she gets infections, man.
Yeah.
Throw off all the whole body, man.
I would hope some of them are considering why they're in this situation.
Yeah. But the Lord said, well, for all these things shall come, but they shall not consider the turn from their wickedness, man.
Because if that happened to me, I'm gonna consider like, why am I in a situation? Am I justified or not? So if I end up locked up in jail, I consider my sins remembered and like, okay, well,
turn to the Lord.
Well, I'm already locked in on the Lord already. But bad things still gonna happen to us even if we locked in. So we gotta, we're prepared for that. So when I end up in a concentration camp, or if probably am, but I'm just gonna pray to the Lord that His will be done ultimately. Yeah. Because it may be because Scripture talk about the beheading and all that, and the persecution. So of the actual elect,
That's right.
And if I'm one of those men, then we have to go through that process. But most of us are not going to get put to death. Most of the elect are going to survive.
Got a precept.
All right, go, yeah.
It's Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. So this is a direct command as well as a faith booster from the Lord. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. It says some of you, not all of you. That ye may be tried. So it's a test. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? Which could be 10 days, could be less, could be more. It's really up to the Most High, His timeline. It says, be thou faithful unto death. So even if that situation, the end result is, you basically become a sacrifice, right? A martyr. It says to still be faithful. That's the key point. And I, meaning Yahweh Shai, will give thee a crown of life.
Versus the 2/3, because you rather suffer for righteousness than suffer for wickedness.
Who they praying to in them prison camps? Probably this guy right here.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's why the brothers should get Psalms 96 and 5 real quick.
That's who they imagine in their minds, man. When they asking for help from on high, because it said in the Jeremiah that they're gonna cry unto me, but I will not hearken unto them. They go cry unto what they believe is the Most High. That's who they vision in their mind, man. That's who they envision as their intercessor, man. As Lord Yahweh Shai, But guess what? That's not him. That image doesn't flash into brother's name when we call upon the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You call on Jesus, that's the only image that's gonna pop up in your damn mind, man.
Yeah. Well, if that image pops in your mind, these people don't fucking have any sense to realize that that's a demon in their head.
Yeah.
They're supposed to fight that demon.
Yeah.
They're supposed to. If that pop in your mind, you should right away know that's a demon. I gotta rebuke that shit. They don't know to do that.
But they let those pop in their mind. They actually imagine it. Right. They imagine this.
Yeah.
When we imagine the Lord, we imagine someone that looks like this.
Yeah.
This is our imagination. All right. This is what we imagine. This is written in the scriptures. When 2/3 of Israel, when they imagine the Lord, they imagine this guy. Yep. And this is not written in the scriptures of the depiction of the Lord. Simply it's not. This guy right here, this is who we imagine because it's based upon what the scriptures actually say.
Right, it's an illustration based upon what's written.
That's right. That's right.
So this is the figure of the son of Yahweh. This is Yahweh Shai. Right, and this here is Treasury of Borgia. All right, known as one of the first crime families. He's the son of Alexander the third or fourth. What was it?
Pope Alexander the Sixth.
Six.
Yep.
All right.
How about that?
And he was the.
That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, 6. Man.
He was even in a video game. Treasury of Borgia.
In
both of them.
Assassin's Creed.
The father was in both of them. He was fighting both of them, right? Rodrigo and Treasury. But he was both in that video game. All right, Assassin's Creed.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. Henceforth, there is laid up for you a crown of righteousness, which the Lord Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also who love his appearing.
The elect.
That's the elect. And right now that the elder brother was showing you those pictures, there's a description. And that's what you idiots been falling in the trap for. Because all these years, us coming out of this world, we seen this image. But now the Lord Yahweh Shai has got that spiritual veil off your head, of our heads, and he has shown us the way through other men that look like us. It's impossible to go around. We know we've been scattered abroad. We got the memo because it's in the scriptures. We know we've been put in different locations. How we scattered abroad, and People been takers amongst other nations. But now, this scatter has caused it to look like other nations. All right? So now, what is this based on? Faith and the spirit.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, we've been telling you for years that the so-called white man's a devil. Like, so I mean, we've been telling you that. Esau's the devil. Esau's the devil. You figured out when he came to deport your ass, now you figured out he's a Satan? Or you still worshiping him? But I don't know. Maybe they're still worshiping. Maybe they think it's a temporary setback. Yeah. But we've been telling you for years and years and years that Esau, Edom, is the devil. Don't trust him. He's Satan incarnate. All right?
That's right.
He is not to be trusted. All right? His what says cast his down the righteous down from his excellency or something like that. Paraphrasing. The rich rule over the poor. James, somebody bring that out. What precept that you have?
Yeah, I got
I wanted James.
Psalms.
Yeah, but I'm
Psalms.
sure. Yep.
It's the volume of Psalms chapter 96 and verse 5. It says, I'll start at 4. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is."
So that's who you're supposed to praise. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Whom we have told you of. Every time we do a lesson, we start the lesson by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto the names of our power, which is Yahweh and his beloved son, right? Yahweh Shai. And this whole message that we speak is built off of that. And built off of pushing the power, the name, and the excellency of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. This is all his will, his desire, his judgment. You know, we didn't come up with this on our own. It's through the mercies and the grace and the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that all of this is happening. That prophecy is happening. You know, that we've been made alive again. We've been separated from the rest of the nation. You know, right now we received a call, and hopefully we're of that elect number. But this is what we're trying to tell you. The Lord is the master architect. He's orchestrated all the things that you see before you. Trust and believe in him. And we got the history, we got the records, and the most important thing that we have is the historical and scriptural record, the Holy Bible. So believe in the testimony that is of Yahweh Shai. That's the record that you need to believe on. Go ahead. But it's clear to see that the rest of the world, especially our people, specifically, they don't have Yahweh Shai. And they don't have that gift of faith to believe. Go ahead.
Yep, so it says, he is to be feared above all gods, for the gods of the nations are idols.
And that word idol goes back to the Hebrew, basically meaning worthless. All right? Or nothing of value. Because the idol that we just showed you, which is representative of a man that lived back in the 1400s, Caesar Borgia, he was set up to be that false image of the Lord. It says in the scriptures that the heathen opened the book of the law and sought to paint the likeness of their image. So they fulfilled that. They actually did that. And that was part of the Renaissance or rebirth era, Esau coming back into power, where he used iconoclasm, destroyed the images, the dark images that represented our people, the Lord, the Most High, and put in place his images. And through that, he put a great spell over the people, setting himself up to be the Most High, setting himself up to be the Son of the Most High. And that is a big part of why our people worship and honor the so-called white man as their God and their power than they do their own. All right? It says, Israel doth not know, Israel doth not consider. Isaiah, the first chapter? Because our people are stubborn and rebellious. But, you know, we in that great information age, so if you don't know these, these basic things now, there ain't gonna be no hope for you. Gonna continue to believe in a worthless thing, right? An idol. And you're gonna get what's meat to you, right? Which is that terrible judgment. Yep.
Yeah, con. And idols, they'd be a not, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
No.
like, what is it? Well, they got all here, but all is unto or too. They got,
But the root, I think, is la'ah.
la'ah.
Yeah.
So it'd be la'ah, right?
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Right, a no-no, man. You know, to worship church raise a no-no.
Yeah,
okay? No. You know? Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know? Yum yum. You gotta get with the yum yum, right? All right. Yeah. So for the God of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. So hey, I just said the Most High Yahweh is the master architect, and He gave the blueprint to His Son Yahweh Shai, all right, with the rest of the elect angels, to put these things into motion. Okay. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is His name. Yahweh means He is or He exists. Yah is He. Hawa is existed to be. Ba Hashem, Ba is in, Ha is the, Sham is name. Yahweh Shai is deliverer. Yah is He. Yahweh Shai is deliverer. And He's coming to save His people, namely the elect of the nation of Israel.
If I may say, what we doing? We building the rest of the building, because we to becoming the body, and we ushering in the King. Yahweh Shai's coming back with the team to get us out of here. The first fruit of many. Yahweh Shai is the first of many brethren. And we down here waiting patiently. That's why we ain't supposed to be doing that Black Panther shit. That's why we ain't supposed to be marching around here with whatever them artilleries.
Participating in them different protests against the ICE. Right? You just getting tracked. You know, they got a 17-year-old young boy, youngin'. He ended up going with a bunch of Jake in a car to one of those demonstrations. You know, with them demonstrations they set up. There might be a demonstration going on right now. You know, just to go and show you. They'll set, they got permits. They close off the streets and blocks, and they go on a procession, right? The scriptures talk about not to follow multitude, do evil and such. The Lord set up the sword, all right, for, of course, the wicked, you know what I mean? And our people, 2/3 of them are wicked and such, all right? They, of course, getting that information, as the brother was going into, using the technology, they tracking, you was involved in that. And then when they see you driving in the car, they pulling you over, and they, as they said, they'll racially profile you, okay? You sitting there like, what, I didn't do nothing. You did something. Right. You involved with these different protests, with these certain things that go against their posterity. Their fathers, they're trying to reset up, make America great again, while you sitting there over there going against what they saying? Hell no. There's a lot of y'all, they gonna say they're gonna take you to another third world country, which they got what? Different agreements with, right? And what? You gonna be looked at as what? As what they call it, notorious. All right?
Causing treason.
Yeah, you know.
And if I may say too, that's what, you know. This is the ultimate treason what we do, but it's spiritual. Yeah. It's not a fight physically. It's a spiritual fight, and they know this. That's why the elites ain't jumping out. They ain't gonna jump in the forefront and do what we do. Oh, they help, cause then they gotta share the wealth with the rest of the Edomites. You know. So no, they gotta hide, and they gonna hide even deeper. Cause what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull them out of their bunkers. And we ain't gonna just get put out. We're gonna tell you, wait right there till we get back. We're gonna finish taking over everything. You going into slavery. You fucking the number one is the elites. Rothschild. You can name names. Rothschild, DuPont, Getty, Oppenheimers, Rockefellers. The big ones, the ones that ain't never lift this, that never
not lift their finger.
Never lift
let their money work for themselves, which is us, and all the resources across the world. All right, the strength and efficiency of the earth, the khayal. All right, they use, you know, to work for them. We work for them, right? There wasn't Israelites that built America and built these kingdoms, and they took and stole it, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it says that riches gotten by deceit, right, shall be translated to another people. And that's exactly what they did. They got riches by deception. That's how they took over the wealth of these different countries. You know? They put in place of gold and silver a fiat currency. And they took the gold and they took the silver. They set up them banks specifically for that purpose. They defrauded the people.
So true. Look at the technology right there.
You know?
You got the, what's that, the driverless car?
Yeah, the driverless car, yeah.
Yeah, like we see that.
Some of them been crashing out. I don't know why the hell you wouldn't want to get in that death trap.
They have a human next to it.
You see that? That's all them cameras is taking intel.
Yep.
It's selling at the third party. All right. You know, which they can use that third party as a way of what? Circumventing what? all of your so-called rights, constitutional rights, right to privacy and all of that. You know, they're using technology. All right, you should never trust your enemy anyway. All right, that Constitution wasn't written for you. You know, honoring you, Jake. He was in a damn slave house. All right. Look up True Family. These people go back to the damn Revolutionary Wars and stuff. You know, brother. No, you live out in them areas and stuff, Ogons and all them, Cliveden Street. You know, these different Edomite families. Remember the scriptures talk about how what in Psalms 49 and 11 talk about how they name the places after themselves. Yep. You know, yeah. So like, they don't want you here in these neighborhoods. I'm just looking at why is this park look so clean and it's in the middle of Germantown or something like that. Well, dude, that thing is historic for these certain big Edomite families that helped establish Philadelphia, pioneer this place. You know, which ultimately is Israelites that helped build this place. All right, in them damn old ass houses.
And what they doing? They branching out now. It's called regentrification.
Yes.
You was over here all these your life. You grew up here in this area. Now they want your mama's, and they don't want your ass there. Yeah. So they branching out from that little area to another. It's shown in everywhere right now.
It's controlled.
So
like the brother, he got that one area in University City. They took that and they took it over. You know.
All the high schools now, middle schools, elementary schools, large apartment buildings.
Yeah, it says that his desires as hell and as death, it can't be satisfied. You want to price Jake out of the area and take it over, basically in a hostile manner. And there's all this other area that could be developed and used. They just want to move you out so that they can move in.
Look north. Look, we're right here in the gentrification right now. You're just building and building and building and building. You got
that building right there. They just started it like last year. It's all built up and already ready.
It might be prime real estate, whatever. Because Esau be doing that shit all the time.
Yeah, that building's really going.
You know, I think there was a story. Well, there's a lot of stories like this, but I believe there was a story in Atlantic City where a woman didn't want to sell her property and they wanted to.
Isn't that one?
Yeah, they built that huge thing around it, but there's a lot of stories like that. People don't want to move.
What was about?
Yeah. That's the devil for you. Well, we gonna build around you then. Big ass fucking. Come on, man.
But that's good.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, but just highlighting a point, only a devil would think to do some shit like that. Because the scriptures talk about not removing the old landmarks, right?
They're not made to be right. That's why the scriptures is so accurate. And you idiots that's not applying it and you know what? It's not following suit. Because you know what? The number one prophet on the earth is Great Millstone, the apostle of Great Millstone. I don't care what you say. I'm not man pleasing, but it's accurate. We got Nathaniel Ray. We got General Yohana. Ain't none of them complying to the scriptures. They got their own filthy lucre. Okay? This is why this is happening. This is why we're not gonna call it infighting amongst us. It's called correction. And when you put out something, the spiritual what's that from Matrix? What the apostle always talk about? The sentinels. The sentinels is coming out and checking your ass.
Right. Scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love. And nobody's exempt from correction or reproof. Nobody. I got a precept land back on basically us receiving the crown. Lord's will with those men. This is 2nd Ezra 2 and 42. It says, I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns. So we ultimately standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to go on to say, and we defending the gospel in hopes to receive that crown. We want to be